Hi, my name's William Hawke and I'm going to show you how to get infinite stamina in under 15 minutes on GTA San Andreas. I'm doing this on PC vanilla, so with no mods on, but this exploit also works on mobile and I'd imagine it'd work on console versions as well. Right, from the start, we're going to go to some houses just behind Grove Street. You can see on the mini-map when I get there. I'm sorry I didn't put a marker down. This is my first time recording. I got it all in one go, so I use this video. Yes, so from the offset, go to these houses. I smash into a tree here. And we're going to go get this black box van. Right, you use these to start the burglary missions at night. So at 8 o'clock at night, you can start the mission. But for the moment, it's way too early in the morning, so we're going to park it back at Grove Street. And I'm actually going to start the first mission. I haven't tried it yet, but you could probably not even do the first mission, just wait till night time. But, you know, you have to wait around at least 10 minutes of just standing around waiting, so you might as well do the first mission. And also, if you do the first mission, by the time you finish it, it'll leave you about 2 minutes, it'll leave you about 6 o'clock. So it'll take you 2 minutes to find some houses to rob. So we start this mission and I skip all the cutscenes, but I'm not going to cut this out of the video because I want you to see from the very start how to do the exploit. I mean, this isn't necessary. I said we're just doing this to kill time, but don't want to cut anything out. This baller cart is annoying as hell in a minute. Seriously, I lose so much life through this, it's ridiculous. But if you want to, you can skip ahead to 4 minutes in the video because everybody knows this mission. You don't really need to see it. You can just watch me be a noob. I mean, I don't die, but I fall off a couple of times and I get shot a hell of a lot. I apologise if I stumble and stutter. I have a small mental issue where all my words get jumbled together and either come out very fast or just in the wrong order. So I apologise if I'm annoying to listen to. See, I told you. Yeah, so this is halfway through the mission, so we wait for our buddies to arrive. Our friends and pals, there they are, on the bikes. Right, so so we're heading back to Grove Street. I go the wrong way here. Instead of going to the left here, I go to the right, but it's alright because it all ends up pretty much the exact same place as it would be anyway. So I found this exploit a couple of years ago, but I don't tend to put stuff I find on the internet because normally everything's been found already and I just find out that, you know. But I can't see this exploit anywhere. I'm probably not the first person to find it, and there's someone in the comments who's going to go, well, I found it years ago. Well, yeah, no, fair enough. Yeah, if you found it years ago, awesome. It must have really helped you out because Infinite Run is just incredibly helpful on this. I don't think it's infinite stamina for the bike, but it's definitely infinite, you know, you can run without your stamina going down. We're nearly there now. This baller car you watch is about to own me. Absolutely own me. If you haven't skipped ahead to 4 minutes, thank you very much for listening to me. Sorry if I'm rambling. Oh, this bloody baller car. And then, boof. And then to make it worse, this Bobcat decides to take it out on me again because as soon as I get on my bike, getting shot again. Watch what happens. Boop. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But I made it back home after a few more little stumbles, if you will. Yep, there we go. Right, so we are almost ready to start the exploit. So I'll just go in here. So first thing we're going to do is save the game. This is really important because occasionally different houses will be able to be robbed at night, so there won't always be the same houses you can burgle. So saving means you can load it and then find which houses you can burgle and go to those houses every time. I mean, I say every time, you only need to do this once really if you do it right. So now we're back home. I'm going to go to save because saving is really important, and that will also progress time by about 6 minutes. Yeah, 6 minutes, 4 minutes. Either way, it's quarter past 6. So we've got 2 minutes to find some houses to burgle. I tend to use the same ones because every time I've done this in the past on my playthrough, the same houses have been available to rob, but it's not always the case. But this is where I normally go if I'm going to rob somewhere, because there's quite a few houses next to each other because, well, here's the exploit. So when you start the burglary mission and go to find some houses to rob, you need to make sure that there are 2 or more buildings that you can rob in the same place, like a row of houses or an estate or an apartment complex. So normally you take all the stuff from one house by emptying it one by one into the van, and then that house is empty, you move to the house 2, and then you get all the stuff from house 2 and move on, then try to drive around, find another house. Well, in this one, excuse me, I'm just going to park up because I've got a minute to wait because it's 8 o'clock when the missions start, and it's 7 now, so I'm just going to park up and I'll explain. So how this works is you go into house A and you take the most expensive item and you put it in your van. You then go to house B and take their most expensive item and put it in the van. Then, instead of going back to B, you go back to A, and the expensive item has respawned. So you can pick the item up again and take it to your van, go back into B, take the most expensive item, put it in your van, and you can do this infinitely. And it takes about 6 minutes to get 10,000, which is what you need to complete the burglary mission. I'm just going to line it up now because, and to be honest, yeah, and it's a really bad video. Someone will be able to redo this on their computer with a really good video and show how you can do it in like maybe a minute or 2 less. But I parked the van, and the camera angles are a nightmare on PC on San Andreas. Absolute nightmare. It's really difficult to get a hang of. Right, here we go. So it is 8 o'clock. Right, so we start the mission. As I said, we go into the first house. If I can find it. The most expensive item seems to be this stereo, so I'll take the stereo to the side of me. So I'll take the most expensive item from house A, and then I run round and I stick that in the back of the van, boop, and then I go into house B over here, jumping for some reason, and then I'll take their TV because that's the most expensive item in here. The game's console might be worth more, but probably not. Right, so if you get detected, don't worry, just run out of the house with your item because you have 10 seconds to get out of the house before they call the cops. So you can literally run in, grab it and run out, and you could probably do it a lot quicker, but it took me about 6 minutes. So you can basically see what's happening now. I'm taking the same item from each house and putting it in the van. So the houses never run out of items. The houses only run out if you can take every item from a single house all in one session, like one after the other. The house will be empty and won't respawn. But this way, we're taking the most expensive items. I mean, in a minute, I think I even go to another house and find out I've even got an even bigger TV, which I then start to nick. But yeah, you can skip now. You can skip ahead if you want, like 6 minutes, because you see now the exploit is done. I'm gonna play till there's about 3 minutes left on the clock, and then I'm going to drive back to the safe house. So I'll probably stop talking, so you don't have to listen to me. Yeah, I'd advise putting audio on mute maybe, or skipping forward, because you don't want to listen to me ramble. And drink my hot chocolate. It must be helpful. I mean, I say I'm not the first person, I'm not the first person to find it, but I can't find any videos of it, and I can't find it on any other FAQ pages on how to do it quicker. I mean, the fastest they said they could do it was like 2 nights, which I understand why, because you have to keep driving around to find houses, and they're all not always robbable, so you can't always go to the same place. But this must be so helpful for speed runs. I mean, yeah, I'm not part of the speedrun community. I mean, I watch a lot of speedruns, and you know, but I don't. Yeah, there's someone I didn't mean to get in the van here. I just got in by mistake because I pressed triangle and he ran up to it. But I'd love to see if someone could refine it. Do you know what I mean? Like, and do it even quicker. I'd love to see that. Thank you for watching, by the way. And again, sorry about my voice. I apologise. I'm not very loquacious. Yeah, you need 10,000, so it does take about 5 to 6 minutes of robbing the same item. But now you don't have to keep finding different houses. Bish bash bosh, sorted. Silence, boring silence, but we have a few minutes to wait. A few minutes just to collect these last few things. There is a TV over the back there, but it's quite small, so I didn't know if it would be worth more than the stereo, so I just took the stereo because it was literally... And if you park the van facing a different direction, you wouldn't need to do what I'm doing, having to run around to the back of the van. Like, see, I go into another house here, and look at the size of that TV, it's massive. So it's worth spending maybe 10, 20 seconds just checking the houses around you to find out what is the most expensive item and which is the easiest to grab. Because as I said, you can literally run out of the house and it takes 10 seconds for the cops to be called. So you'll basically never get caught. I also don't endorse robbing in real life, just in the game. And also the TVs he's nicking, they wouldn't make a lot of money nowadays. They're old CRT TVs. Big back TVs. He's also amazingly strong to be able to leg it carrying a TV like that. That's really impressive. There should be an Olympic sport, TV carrying. CJ would own it. Yep, try and get back in the house. The camera angles are just atrocious. And on PC, this is vanilla on PC on Steam, and the amount of issues are just unbelievable. I mean, for crying out loud, the mouse doesn't work half the time. I can't click or do anything with the mouse, so I'm just having to use the PS4 controller. And then occasionally the mouse works and I can use it to control the camera, and then, no, it's gone again. And I've looked on the internet and the things you have to do to get your mouse working, and lots of people have followed, like the input, adding input DLL and all that jobbies. And just a list of things to do. I can't remember all the stuff you have to do on the list, but yeah, I haven't got it working yet, which is why I've not re-recorded the video, because I'd ideally like to make a more refined video instead of you watching me bumble around for 15 minutes. But yeah, as I said, the mouse breaking is just... But I'm hoping they fix that in the GTA Trilogy remastered. I'm really excited about that. I haven't been this excited for a game in a long time. Anyway, it's nearly time. You don't have to listen to me ramble much longer. Bless you. Listening to me chat away like Stephen Bloody Fry. Yeah. So I think I steal a couple more items till about 3 minutes, till about daylight is 3 minutes away. I say 3 minutes. You could probably, if you wanted to, you could do it. You could go sooner or later, but I like to have at least 3 minutes to drive back to the safe house, so I can deposit my stuff without having to worry about getting rammed in by cars or getting stuck on a wall or on a ledge, or the various things where your car gets stuck on. By the way, I'm recording this audio on my phone using a sock as like a spit guard. Right, here we go. Right, so I've got as much stuff as I think, but I've got 3 minutes left, so I'm going to drive back now and crush some pedestrians. I'm not being very careful. I'm literally just trying to get back to the safe house. I know GTA San Andreas vehicles don't have that much health, so I'm trying to be careful, but at the same time, just want to get back. As in, these houses aren't always robbable, so you're going to have to drive around and find houses. But it's worth checking the houses that I've been at every time. And it's also worth checking just around the corner here. I'll show you when we drive past. I'll show you what. See these blue houses here? This like apartment complex. Well, as you can see, there's yellow on the door there. So you can rob these ones. And if you rob these houses, you're literally 4 seconds away from the safe house. Yep, so we drive in, and it deposited, and I got 11,000 cash, and it doesn't say infinite stamina achieved, but you do have infinite stamina. And see, burglary mission's complete. You need 10,000, but I got 11,000, so I could have left a little bit sooner. But there you go, infinite stamina, not running out. And I hope this is in the remastered trilogy, because that'd be cool to be able to play San Andreas but have infinite runs straight away. Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for listening to me and for watching. And Yeah, I mean, I'm not a YouTuber, so you probably won't see any more content from me, but still, whee! Infinite run! Thank you. Don't bother liking or subscribing because there probably won't be any more content.